Assalamualaikum and hi. Today I want to present about self-assessment system for company taxpayer in Malaysia. So the first one, let me introduce you our team members. So the first one is Ahmad Hafiz. The second one is Ariff Aiman. The third one is me, Muhammad Zunnurain, and the last one is Muhammad Shahrizuan. So so the first one is tax estimate. So the tax estimate under subsection 107C2 of the ITA 1967, companies, corporates, trust bodies and LLPs in operation must be submit ECP 204 not later than 30 days before the commencement of the basis period for a year of assessment. So under subsection 107C3 of the ITA 1967, the minimum amount of the estimate for a year of assessment shall not less than 85%. The amount of the amendment of tax estimate for the immediate preceding year of assessment. Under paragraph 107C4A of ITA 1967, for companies, cooperative, trust bodies and LLPs that have just commenced operation and have a first basis period for a year of assessment of not less than 6 months, ECP must be submitted in a period of 3 months from the date of commencement of operation.
Okay, so I will continue to talk about the monthly installment. Okay, so firstly, the estimation of the tax payment. Okay, so the tax payment are usually due by the 15th of each month. This must be done so in order to ensure timely payments, in order to avoid late payments, penalties and earned interest. Okay, the next one is, in terms of payment methods, payment should be made using the prescribed methods, which is typically using online banking, LHDN's online portal, or other authorized channels. Okay, so moving on to the last point, which is penalty under installment scheme. So if a company fails to pay the monthly installment on the tax estimated by the stipulated date, a late payment penalty of 10% will be imposed on the balance of tax installment not paid for the month. And if the balance of tax payable is not paid by the due date, a 10% penalty will be imposed on the outstanding amount. Okay, so moving on to the next aspect, which is revision of tax estimate. Okay, so section 107C7 of the Income Tax Act allows a company, limited liability partnership, trust body or cooperative society to submit to the Director General of Inland Revenue a revised estimate of its tax payable for a year assessment in the 6th month, the 9th month, or the 11th months of the basis period for the year assessment, or also in all 3 of these months. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
The next one is submission of tax return form and payment. Company must submit their tax return form to the Inland Revenue Board of Malaysia or LHDN, Lembaga Hasil Dalam Negeri, within 7 months after the end of their financial year. This submission is done using Form C for companies. Late submission or failure to submit the tax return can result in penalty, typically 10 to 15% of the tax payable, depending on the delay. The next one is amendment of return. Correction of any error made on form submitted manually or online can be made by writing a letter detailing the mistake made and enclosing document such as purchase receipt, invoice and others to support your application. The second one is an amended return shall only be made after the due date for the furnishing of the return, but not less than 6 months.
Final payment of income tax. The deadline for settling any outstanding taxes is 7 months. After the end of the accounting period, the amount due is the difference between the income tax payable list on the tax return and the installment that have been paid. For example, if your accounting period ends on 5 April 2024, any unpaid tax must be settled in full by January 31, 2025. So that's all from us. Thank you.